Good morning, Unity on the Bay. I'm
Good
so
morning.
happy to see you this morning. Sing with us, please. Woo. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. We're in the right place at the right time. We are just where we're supposed to be. We're in the right place at the right time. We are just where we're supposed to be. Oh, our souls are welcome here. Oh, our souls are welcome here. We are getting a message loud and clear. Our souls are welcome here. Oh, our souls are welcome here. Oh, our souls are welcome here. We are getting a message loud and clear. Our souls are welcome here. We are getting the message loud and clear. Our souls are welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Our souls are welcome here. Our souls are welcome here.
Good morning, Unity on the Bay. Good morning, good morning. It is so great to be with you. My name is Juan. I am the senior minister of this amazing spiritual community. We just celebrated a milestone in the 100-year history of our spiritual community yesterday. So glad that many of you were with us yesterday at our groundbreaking, the new property in Miami Gardens. And I just want to tell you, I'm just so filled with gratitude. Each and every one of us, friends that we've had for a long time, new friends, all of us are part of the consciousness that is making the blessing and the miracle of the next 100 years of Unity on the Bay come to life, right? And for those of you who were there, I know you felt it. I know you experienced it. And for those that weren't able to be with us yesterday, you're going to feel it today, because we get to celebrate who we are as a community every time we come together. And I trust every time that you go into prayer, you hold this community in prayer and know that you are a powerful agent of it. So again, just thank you. I'm filled with gratitude. I'm also filled with gratitude because today I got to just step back, see a shirt's tucked out, no jacket, because we're just throwing it all on Reverend Chris Jackson, who is our guest speaker today. And it sounds a little odd to even say guest speaker because he is a part of this community in so many beautiful and wonderful ways. I'm going to talk about him in just a short while. But before we do, I just want to invite all of you, those that are in the room, thank you for making it through the rain and the thunder. Those of you who are watching from home, know that we feel your presence with us. And so if you're home, you can put on the comment section where you're joining us from, and maybe just something that you are inspired into today, because we want to hold that for you. And if you're in the room, we're going to invite you to stand, greet each other, and because we trust the power of unity, let us look into each other's eyes and say, we are one, we are powerful. Say hello to your spiritual community. So as you gather back in your spaces, I want to share with you, for those of you who may not know, we're going to have him up here just shortly. Reverend Chris Jackson, who is with us today and was with us yesterday and was a big part of celebrating the legacy of unity as well as the future of unity. Reverend Chris Jackson was the senior minister here from 2006 to 2022. Mentor, friend, colleague, a part of the heart of unity and what is possible today through his leadership, through his mentoring, and through just the guidance that he received from Spirit, that he leaned on, and then shared it so wisely with all of us. And so it is my pleasure to invite him to come up here. Before he was here at Unity on the Bay, he served at Unity of the Palm Beaches, and before that, he was vice president of Silent Unity at Unity World Headquarters, the headquarters of the Unity movement. And so it is my honor, it is such a beautiful thing to say, Chris, welcome back physically, because he watches us on Sundays, but welcome back physically to your spiritual home. That was a record. You starting to cry.
Oh my God. I forgot how difficult it is to speak here. Good morning. I love you so much. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for the invitation to be a part of this historic weekend. And let's do what we know best to do in unity, and that is to pray. Never, ever underestimate the power of a single prayer you pray, my friends. There's a lot of things we think the world needs right now, but I'll tell you, your prayers, don't underestimate their power. Your love, and we're going to talk about this morning, your peace. I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable and possible for those of you that are online, wherever you may be. Doesn't really matter. What we want to do this morning is to see with our eyes closed or open as God sees. And that really isn't as difficult to do as it may seem at times. For we know in unity that God is peace and love and joy and wholeness and abundance. I invite you right now in this moment, throughout the time we share together this morning, to allow an open mind to be your number one priority. An open mind that works in concert with your own divine intuition. That you are the pioneer of your own life. That God has given you the freedom to embrace the thoughts, the feelings, and the beliefs that are yours to accept and to embrace. That no one can write a religion for you except the Spirit of God within you. Welcome that realization, friends. Welcome it. And give thanks that you are in this moment embraced by a spiritual community and embraced by a presence that loves you unconditionally, doesn't look to your past or the things that you have perceived to be your mistakes or shortcomings at all. It holds only a vision of you as you are created. Let's remember this morning, friends, as we are created, let's be willing to release anything and everything that we have placed ourselves in the way of our total recognition of God's love and peace in our presence right now, and dedicate and consecrate this experience, this celebration that we share together today, toward bringing the lyric of goodwill toward all and peace on earth into a living reality. I realize it may seem to be difficult during trying times, but the call is at hand, dear friends, and it's calling you, and you are ready to answer, and I see you as willing to answer, wanting to answer. The world can be a place of peace and harmony only when each of our hearts has found God's peace and harmony within. We give thanks that we are together in this place this morning, that we are celebrating a glorious reunion and a monumental historical occasion for the well-being of Unity on the Bay that supports the well-being of all people everywhere. For this we say, thank you, God, and so it is.
Thank you, Chris. Paulo Coelho said that there is power, and so much can take place in a matter of a week. And so I'm going to invite you to really join us and be a part of Holy Week this year at Unity on the Bay. The amount of transformation, the shifts that can take place in a matter of a week are so great that it can not only transform each of us individually, it can transform this community, and it can transform the human family. And so I invite you to join us. We have some really amazing opportunities that we are inviting all of us to come together in. The first one being Palm Sunday. And so we're going to be here on that Sunday, really honoring and celebrating moving into the power of Holy Week. And we're going to do something special on that day also. Many of you know Faye, our platform team coordinator. She serves in a lot of different ways, and that's one of the primary ways. Yes, you can give her a round of applause already. She's been serving in this capacity for now over 9 years. And so on Palm Sunday, she will be receiving at this service the Exemplary Life of Service Award. So you all get to be a part of honoring and celebrating her. So that's on Palm Sunday. Then during that Thursday, we're going to have our Holy Thursday experience. It is a reflective, powerful experience. We're going to have supper together. And then we're also going to embody the different aspects that were expressed during the Last Supper for Jesus, for recognizing the power of community when we come together to do hard things and to move through hard challenges and rise up above them. Then on that Saturday, we're having, for the second year in a row, a 12 Powers meditation. It's an in-person meditation in my backyard. And so you're not getting the address unless you sign up, but I do live in North Miami Beach, and if I see your car around, I don't get scared. I'll probably just invite you over. So, but anyways, that's on Saturday. And then the following day, we're going to be celebrating Easter for families. Tell your friends, your family, your children, or everybody that you know. There's going to be over 1,700 Easter eggs for the Youth and Family Ministry on that day. We're going to have a powerful experience in the service. Some of us may be able to go and find some other Easter eggs afterwards, but it's just going to be a great opportunity. So make sure that you put it on your calendars. There's so much to do during Holy Week, and it'll be extra special because we get to celebrate with you. With that, we're just going to invite Sam to come forward, and she's going to share with us a couple of other things happening at Unity on the Bay. Hi, Sam.
Hi. Yes, Sam, I am, and thank you all so much for being here this morning. Some weather we're having, so that you are here or you are watching at home, we are so grateful and so blessed. Please raise your hand. Let us know if you are here for the first or second time, and let's everybody celebrate and share some love. For those of you that are here for the first or second time, welcome. It is thanks to you and your presence that we are one and we are whole, and we are so grateful to be here together. And you've chosen a particularly special day to join us with Reverend Chris here. Reverend Chris, we are so grateful and blessed to have you here today. Even when you're not here, you are here. And there's so many people, myself, very high on that list, that you have touched so deeply for a very long time. So we are blessed and pleased that you are here. And so, We have some very exciting things coming up in the future. Reverend Juan shared some of them. Everything that I mentioned today that's happening in our community is also on our website or on our Unity app. And coming up very soon is our Spirit Group's book club. We have picked the book. Drum roll, please. 80s drum roll? No, that was inside drum. Oh, okay, let's hear the 80s drum. We had an 80s drum. Oh, now I hear it. Okay, that was a first service kind of inside joke. I hear the 80s drum roll now. And the book is The Let Them Theory. Ooh. By Mel Robbins. Okay, see, now we're working together. But before you can pick the spirit group you want to join, we are first looking for hosts. Hosts determine the time and location of their group, and the volunteer that leads the group will do that for 6 weeks of discussion. Everyone benefits from the spirit groups, but some say the hosts really get the most blessings. And as a thank you for being a host, you will get a gifted copy of the book. If you have not done spirit groups before, it is such a beautiful, wonderful opportunity to get to know your community better and really make some lifelong friends on a deeper level. So everyone is encouraged to join them. But first, we need the hosts. So all the details are waiting for you online for that. Note that the last day to decide to be a host is March 29th. And fear not, all hosts will get the necessary training to be the best host ever. Also coming up, we will have our annual membership meeting. This meeting is not just for members. If you consider Unity to be your spiritual home, please join us on that day. You will hear all about the great things the community has done over the past year and our visions for the future, and we've got some big visions with our new home. Yesterday was so great, and we are so looking forward to being in our new home. And we will also be voting in 2 new board members. The date for that is also Sunday, March 29th, and that's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right, on Palm Sunday. For those of you who join us in person, we will have some light food. It will also be live streamed, but listen closely to this next detail. If you are a voting member and plan to attend online, you will be receiving an email as to how to join the Zoom so that we can do the voting. And with that, I will leave you to the music. Let's enjoy this service with Reverend Chris.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning again, everyone. Let's welcome to the front of the stage Vittoria Verrone, and please get ready to stand up and dance and sing along with us.
I was going down, thought it was for the count. Then I found your love. I had wandered off, thought I had gone too far. Then I found your love. Fear I used to know can't stop me anymore, 'cause I found your love. When I feel alone, I have a place to go, 'cause I found your love. Great was the dead of fear, grace brought me back again. Now I am riding on, won by the Father's love. Your love is higher than the stars, declaring who you are. Your love, uncontainable. Your love is deep enough to reach the deepest. place to go, 'cause I found your love. Great was the debt of fear. Grace brought me back again. Now I am rising up, won by the Father's love. Your love is higher than the stars, declaring who you are. Your love, uncontainable. Your love is deep enough to reach the deepest part of me. Your love, uncontainable. Your love. Put your hands up. All right. Nothing, no, nothing can change your love. 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 It's higher than the stars, declaring who you are. Your love, uncontainable. Your love is deep enough to reach the deepest part of me. Your love, uncontainable. Your love, nothing, no, nothing can change your love. 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 It's who you are. Your love, uncontainable. Your love is deep enough to reach the deepest part of me. Your love, nothing can change your love. Thank you.
Now it is. I'm Reverend Noel, pleased to serve and honored to serve as your associate minister here at Unity on the Bay. And I have to say, I would not be here if it wasn't for you, Reverend Chris. You were there when I came in and have shepherded me along my spiritual path through ministry, and here I am. So, today's daily word is lively, and we are a lively bunch. Please speak with me the affirmation. I am lively, filled with awe and wonder. There is a glorious unseen flow at the heart of all creation, moving through and in and as me. As I align with this sacred energy, I feel vibrantly alive. I imagine myself as part of the great living whole. I am one with the trees whose boughs sway in the wind, with the mountains and the hills echoing with ancient voices, with the waters trickling over stone. Even the quiet earth hums a sacred song. Today, I will listen more closely, breathe more deeply, and move with intention. Life is not separate from me. I am its expression. In harmony with its rhythm, the world begins to sing. I recognize its lively song is singing in me too. Today's daily word is inspired by Isaiah chapter 55, verse 12. For you shall go out in joy and be led back in peace. The mountains and the hills before you shall burst into song, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Amen.
Clap their hands. Thank Well, if you haven't done so, please make sure that you've silenced your phones at this time, and then join us as we sing this song, preparing for time of meditation, which will be led by Angelo Ribeiro.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I let go of my past and celebrate who I become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I let go of my past and celebrate who I become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am.
As we prepare for meditation, I invite you to close your eyes. Make yourself comfortable in the chair that you're sitting in. Let's take a deep breath together. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And as you breathe out, bring your awareness to your physical body. And if you notice any tension anywhere, just relax. Notice the movement of the breath in and out of the lungs. And allow this breath awareness to anchor you in the most important moment there is. Always the present moment. And here, begin to notice that when the mind is calm and the body is relaxed, there is peace. It is a spiritual peace that is always present, waiting your recognition. It is the peace that passes all understanding. And as you learn the art of choosing this peace above all things, your awareness of it begins to grow and expand. You have probably heard that there is no way to peace. That peace is the way. So the invitation here is, don't wait for conditions to change out in the world before you rest in that peace. But choose to be still and allow the awareness of it to grow within you. And it will become your refuge of peace and strength. this inner peace will go before you to prepare the way, harmonizing everything in your behalf. Not only that, this peace is the doorway to your awareness of the divine within you. It is through that peace that you are able to recognize how beautiful and magnificent you already are. So begin to choose above all things the peace of this present moment and allow it to remind you that right here and right now and wherever you are, that you stand on holy ground, that you are the one that you have been looking for. And through that peace, you will be able to experience in a very tangible way the truth of who you are, the light of this world. So we're going to spend a few moments in silence rejoicing that peace is here and now. And let that peace that it's already here open the way for your recognition of who you truly are. Indeed, you're so powerful. So this is the time to celebrate who you are right here and right now. Magnificent, all powerful, the light of this world. Rejoice in the recognition and live and move your have your being in the awareness of it wherever you go. And so it is.
I often say when I sing a song that I can't imagine a more perfect time to sing it than now. And go figure. I can't imagine a more perfect time to sing this song than now. This is a beautiful song by Jason Robert Brown. I come to sing a song about hope. I'm not inspired much right now, but even so, I came out here to sing a song, so here I go. I guess I think that if I tinker long enough, one might appear. And look, it's here. One verse is done, the work's begun. I come to sing a song about hope. In spite of everything ridiculous and sad, though I'm beyond belief depressed, confused, and mad, well, I got dressed. I underestimated how much that would take. I didn't break until right now. I sing of hope, but don't know how. So maybe I can substitute strength, because I'm strong enough. I got through lots of things I didn't think I could, and so did you. I know that's true, and so I sing a song about hope. Though I can't guarantee there's something real behind it, I've got to show myself that I know how to find it. And so today, when life is crazy and impossible to bear, it must be there. Fear never wins. That's what I hope. See, I said hope, the work begins. So maybe we can substitute strength, because we're strong enough. We got through lots of things we didn't think we could. I know that's true, and so do you. And so we sing a song about hope. Though I can't guarantee there's something real behind it, we've got to show each other now that we can find it. And so today, when life is crazy, yet it's possible to bear, it must be there. Fear will not win. That's what I hope. See, I said hope, the work begins.
I trust you all realize You have got one of the greatest, if not the greatest, directors of a music ministry that's ever walked on planet Earth. Truly. And all these folks, Mario, James, George, phenomenal musicians. And thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, you've preempted everything I had to say today because it all came forth in that song so beautifully. What else can I do?
The work begins.
The work begins. All right. Oh, Lord. What a day. What a morning. Before I get into my message, I want to share a few notes of appreciation. One of them is, yesterday I asked the people that were present for the groundbreaking, who really wants to do everything they can to make a difference in this world right now? Raise your hand. If you don't want to give everything you can to the creation of peace on earth, love between our fellow human beings. And I just want you to know you are making a difference. You are doing something. And it's your presence here this morning, your presence online, anyone that is now or ever has or ever will support the phenomenal power of this community. And sometimes when I'm in Kansas City, although I do catch you frequently online, I forget how it really feels to be in this room. I mean, what you're doing here, folks, it's the greatest contribution you can make. Follow whatever guidance you have to make a positive difference in the world today. But never underestimate what's happening right here. I believe there are nucleuses of energy on the planet right now, and many of us are not even aware of one another. But it's an invisible, oftentimes, and very quiet, but extremely powerful energetic field that is being called forth by everything that seems to dismay us right now. Every morning when you wake up, and if you watch the news, I try to avoid it as much as possible, but nonetheless, I do get caught up occasionally. Remember, the greatest contribution you'll ever make is your own peaceful mind, your own peaceful heart, and being a part of a community like this that generates so much love into the world. That is what is going to save our posterior as we continue moving forward in faith and life. I also appreciate that it's your 100th birthday. Well, it's not your 100th birthday, but it's the 100th birthday of Unity on the Bay. Can you believe that that lady came down here from Cincinnati, May Cornell Stoiber, against all odds? This was the Deep South, extremely traditional in their religious persuasions. She came down, one of many powerful women in our movement. As we recognize International Women's Month this month, let us remember that there is a great feminine influence in the worldwide unity movement today, and it's all started with one woman who was very sick, very ill, and found faith in God. So it's a pleasure to be with you in this particular month. And of course, yesterday was just a historical and beautiful, beautiful ceremony and celebration of your new home. Congratulations, Unity on the Bay. It took a long time to get there, but you know, having walked around the campus and seen what's going on, I'll tell you, the best days are yet to be. I also really and truly want to recognize and appreciate your senior minister, Reverend Juan Del Hierro. I knew when I left you all, I never really left you all, but you get what I'm getting at. Physically, in terms of proximity, I knew that he was the one to carry the torch forward. But I have to say, you've exceeded every expectation I could have ever held and gone way beyond everything I could have imagined. And every time I have anything to do with Unity on the Bay long distance, I thank God for you. And I thank God that we were in a situation where you could take the reins so powerfully and continue to move this place forward and continue to drive us into the force on the planet that we are. And you, my friend, are the man. You're the one. And you have here the best of the best in the worldwide unity movement. If you don't know this, he's just recently been named the chair of the board of directors of Unity World Headquarters. And I have heartstrings both here with all of you as well as my roots at Unity Village. And it just warms my heart every time I think that we're in such capable hands. Thank you, Reverend Juan. So this morning I want to talk to you about peace. I think we've been fooled into believing something, and that is that you have to wait until you're dead before you can rest in peace. What a line. You know, we've been sold a lot of goods here in the religion business. But, well, if you're lucky, and if you play the cards, and if you follow our rules, You're going to have a wonderful after. I say, why wait until you're dead before you find peace? You know, it's so rewarding to find it right here and right now, is it not? Even if it's just for a few moments when you get up in the morning and you're having your meditation and your quiet time. Just to experience that peace, we don't have to wait until we've passed away from this planet, and I thank God for that. How many, if any of you, have ever had a recurring dream that just over and over again? I think I probably have the longest recurring dream in history. Because I've had it for at least 10 years. I've been trying to remember, maybe as many as 20 years, that this dream has been a part of my evening experience now and then. And I'm so familiar with it, although the particular specifics change frequently. I've had it so many times I actually gave it a name, and I call it the passport dream. And here's the passport dream. Always, I am far away from home. Oftentimes, I'm in a foreign country. I can't find my passport. I'm supposed to speak somewhere in oftentimes just a few minutes, and I can't find my shoes. I have no identification. Sometimes I don't have any clothes. Sometimes I can't catch the plane to get home. All kinds of things seem to be going wrong, and all of these different things that are going wrong are causing pressure and anxiety, and I get really uptight. And usually when I wake up from this dream, I still feel that, and it takes me a while to get over it because I've carried that emotion back into my waking moments. But a few months ago, everything changed. It was the last time I ever had the passport dream. And what happened was that in the midst of the dream, I heard a voice. And the voice didn't sound particularly godlike. It just said, if you don't like the dream, wake up. And I thought, well, that's just too logical to be practical. But somehow I got it. And I'm really grateful that this experience happened because I don't know exactly how I got there, but I woke up. I woke myself up. I realized you've had this dream before and you're having it again. And you don't have to keep repeating it. All you have to do is wake up. So there I was, laying in my bed, awake, and I thought, I can wake myself up from a bad dream. And then I realized this passport dream is the story of much of my life. That I'm oftentimes, whether I would express it to you openly or not, I'm wandering in the idea that I don't have what I need to get home. And for me, home is a conscious awareness of the presence of God. For me, home is living a happy, harmonious, healthy, prosperous life. And I think, I don't have what I need. I don't have what I need. It's been a big trip, a big tape that's played inside of me. And so I was happy to realize that this voice could give me the instruction that I didn't have to continue to have the dream and that I could actually wake up from the dream that is my life, wherein I have found myself believing erroneously that I didn't have what I needed. So this morning I want to say, if there's any aspect of your human dream experience right now in which you believe you don't have what you need, wake up. And you're the only one that can wake yourself up. Nobody else could have done it for me that morning when I finally did awaken. Best thing to do when you're having a bad dream, don't panic, don't freak out, don't try to run around and change the circumstances in the situation. Just simply wake up. So, all right, how do we wake up? Well, this morning I want to share with you a proposal. And I say this because for some time now, I have been offering my personal experiences in life as proposals to people. I used to think that I had it figured out. Never, never, never think you've got it figured out. Because the moment you think you've got it figured out, it all blows away. So I don't have it figured out, but I can share with you from my own personal life experience some proposals. Take them or leave them. I'm not here as some kind of spiritual authority to tell you what you should be believing. Anybody ever had a spiritual authority in their life that told you what they thought you should be believing? That's what I love about Unity. Most of us have been down that road. So here's the proposal. We can create a personal prescription that moves us from a fearful, frightening nightmare of conflict into a loving, joyous dream of peace. We can create a personal prescription to bring us from a state of conflict or unrest or anxiety into a place of peace. Now, hear me on this, my friends. Nobody but you can do this. I'm going to share with you my personal path to peace, but I'm not offering it to you because you need to adopt it for yourself. What I am saying is that if you want to do something more than just being a part of Unity on the Bay, which is in itself a great gift to the world, then create for yourself a simple, practical, and totally unique path to peace. A path that may not work for anybody else, but it's yours. This is one of the beautiful things about the Unity way of life, is that we know that you have the ability within you to create, if you will, your own religion. This is what Charles and Myrtle Fillmore did so many years ago. They received information, ideas, concepts, beliefs, and they incorporated what worked for them. And that's what I'm asking you to do this morning. And the reason I'm asking you is, yes, so that you can have personally a better, happier, and more fulfilling life. I want you to receive that. But also, again, I say, I think it's the most important thing we can do right now, is to look at our own minds and remember that whatever we are perceiving or experiencing in the world is a projection of our, I love this and hate it, it's our own consciousness. So the work must begin in our mind, in our heart, I believe. I brought with me, all the way from Kansas City, an ancient historical artifact. And this is it. Doesn't look too ancient on the cover, but when I open it, you're going to realize just how very, very old it is. This is called, I kid you not, this is called a cassette tape. Look at this. Very strange, isn't it? 150,000 years ago, when I worked at Unity Village, I did a cassette tape program, and it was called A Path to Peace, Finding Inner Peace in Daily Life. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea what I said on this tape 35 years ago. And I'll never know because there's no such thing as a cassette tape player anymore. So, what does matter is that somehow, even all those years ago, I knew that it was important to have a path to peace. And I'm telling you this morning, it's more important than ever. Course in Miracles tells us, it is from your peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises. Let me share that again. It is from your peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises. And you may recall when I left you a few years ago, left in quotes, air quotes, when I left a few years ago, I was really preaching and promoting the idea of living a valuable life. And the way that I said to do that was to get in touch with what's most important to you, what you really value, and then to live in integrity with that. And by so doing, you become the most powerful person on the planet if you're aligned with what is most important to you. I stopped doing that a couple years ago. And the reason I did it was because I refined and I refined and I refined my values until there was really only one value left. And that one single value was peace. And what I have found is that if I can get myself into a consciousness of peace, everything else follows. My relationships are more harmonious and loving. My bank account is more prosperous. I experience greater joy, and I'm of greater service to my family, to my friends, and to whomever I'm in the presence of. So I and this is unfortunate because you may recall I was going to write a book when I left here. That was my retirement project. I wrote the book, but I don't want to publish it because I don't want people spending a lot of time looking at all the different values and all the different things that they could place their energy and attention upon. I wanted everyone to just come together, and this is the new title of the current book, A Path to Peace. To make the number one priority in your life to find a simple prescription that contains only a few words that can help move you, because you've got it so ingrained in you, it can help move you, it can be a catalyst toward getting you out of a situation of anxiety into a situation of peace. And the way that this begins, I believe, is to recognize that we're never going to find peace outside of us, it's only within us, and that there is no such thing. If you don't hear anything else that I say this morning, please hear these words. There's no such thing as an angry peacemaker. I want peace on earth, damn it. There's no such thing as an angry, so you see, the work has to start with us. We have to clear our own consciousness so that the peace that we are by nature can flow freely from us and really begin to bless and change the world. And again, I'm going to say, I think everything we're seeing happening right now on the planet is a difficult, disruptive presence, but it's shaking us saying, wake up and realize that peace is not going to be found in the world. This world is not here to give you peace, to bring you peace. You are here to bring peace to the world. And you have the ability to do that, I believe. My good friend Kevin Rice, who's been my, 30-year-long Course in Miracles mentor, and I'm speaking about the Course this morning a lot because I think that there are a few texts I have ever read that really bring me home to peace as well as A Course in Miracles. And Kevin's doing a broadcast now on social media, and this is what he said the other day, just recently. The real question isn't, where do I find peace? The real question is, what am I still choosing instead of peace? The moment you truly want peace, more than being right, more than winning, more than defending your story, everything changes because the peace was never withholding itself from you. It was only waiting for you to stop pushing it away. And the instant you do, you remember it was yours all along. So it's like being aware of whatever it is that's going on in our external experience of reality that seems to be creating the anxiety, the passport dream, and recognizing we have the ability to lift those obstacles to peace away. And in so doing, our lives become so much more enriched. There doesn't seem to be a lot of peace in the world right now, does there? Well, again, it's because peace is not going to be found externally until it's found internally, when we realize that everything out here is a projection of an internal dynamic. So if we want peace on earth and peace in the human family, we have to start with each and every cell. And guess what you are this morning? You're a cell in the consciousness of peace that has the ability. And you can do that here, friends, because the universe has brought you to a place in unity and through this man's teachings every Sunday where you have access to information that not everybody has access to. And that's very powerful when you stir it together and send it out into the world. It starts by being aware of when we are not at peace. And for me, this just started Friday. I thought I was going to board a plane to Miami or to Fort Lauderdale. But we were halfway boarded, and all of a sudden they came across with an announcement and it said, it's going to be at least a 30-minute delay because we have a maintenance problem. I had my daughter on the phone, and she said, Dad, you should be grateful that the maintenance problem is occurring while you're still on the ground. And she was true. She's always pretty accurate. But I could feel, we had a dinner scheduled for 7 o'clock, and 30 minutes was going to make a big difference in that dinner. I could just feel myself tensing up, and I could feel myself pointing the wicked finger of blame at Southwest Airlines and other individuals who were not cooperating with my plan of how it should unfold. But I had my plan for peace. I had my path to peace that was easily accessible to me because it has become part of my internal makeup. It's 4 words. Breathe, thank, release, and see. Breathe, thank, release, and see. So I put that into practice. It was very soothing. We were a little bit late for the reservation, but we had a wonderful evening together, and here I am in Miami. It worked out. Then this past summer, I'm bringing this up because it's from the tiniest little irritation, an airline delay, to the most major life situation. I got a call one morning from my daughter, and she said, Dad, I woke up and I have a pain in my jaw, and I'm nauseous. And I said, well, what did you have for dinner last night? She said, well, we did go to a different kind of restaurant. I said, well, just take it easy. You'll be all right. Probably got some food poisoning or something like that. But then the next call I got was from her mother, who's my beloved friend in Kansas City still. Although we are not married, we are still wonderful parents and wonderful partners. And she said, listen, I just intuitively feel like this is bigger than food poisoning or an upset stomach. And I didn't realize, and I'm saying this to you now because I learned, when you have a pain in your jaw, this is especially true as I understand it of women, if you have jaw pain, it's a sign of a heart attack. I don't know whether Karen, I don't remember, I think she caught wind of that from something. But anyway, she said, we have to get over there and we have to be there right away. And we have to, because Angela was hesitating. Her husband was gone to work. Her daughter was in school. So we drove over there about a 20-minute drive or so. We got there and, I mean, Karen, you don't know her, I realize, but she's a very strong woman, very determined. She said, we're on our way to the hospital. So off we went. And it turned out that, thank God, we got her there. But once we arrived in the emergency room, that anxiety was at a whole new level. I mean, I don't love hardly anything more than I love my kids. You know, that's a big one. He said, but she's had a heart attack. I brought the same principles to bear. And as I was sitting in the waiting room, I took a big, deep breath. And I remembered a song that I used to sing with some of my cohorts back at Unity Village years ago. It's an old Christian fundamentalist song. I'll share it with you now. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield until I die. Isn't that lovely, inspiring? We actually seriously sang that. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. And then the second verse is, I'm gonna go fight, win. I'm gonna go fight, win. Well, I played on the battlefield for many years of my life. And sometimes I still find myself back there. It's not where I want to live from. So this first step is to breathe. Step off of the battlefield. Chill out. Trust, trust, trust. And this is what we need to do, I believe, as a spiritual family in the world right now today. And then thank. I was thinking of everything I could be grateful for. I was so grateful for Karen's intuition. Nothing like a mother's intuition. You know, she knew her daughter was in need. I was thanking the hospital, the staff. I was thanking God for the immense love I feel for my daughter. All the support that my family was offering. For me, appreciation and gratitude and praise, you may know this if you've known me very long, they are core to a peaceful mind. Then release, let it go. We are in the midst of your glorious Lenten season here. And I just want to say, releasing and letting go of what? Well, of everything. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let the thoughts go. Let the thinking, the incessant thinking. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching says, stop thinking and end your problems. And Myrtle Fillmore once said, the only problem you have is the problem that's in your own mind, and you're the one that put it there. Thanks, Myrtle. It's true, but you know, sometimes the truth stings. And such is the case. So this morning when you leave, you can go home to your family and say, the guy that was up there preaching to us, he said, the most important thing you can do is to become a thoughtless person. I'm just saying, we preoccupy ourselves in our minds, don't we? Over and over and over again, the mind runs and rehashes. Set the thinking aside. Set the feeling aside, even. Set aside everything. Set aside the concepts. Set aside your beliefs, even. Get yourself, as Muji puts it, as empty as you can possibly, empty, 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 empty. Because it's only when you finally clear away all of the psychological mind and its byproducts that you will discover pure awareness. It's stress-free, and it contributes to peace on the planet Earth. So I'm glad to say I had lunch with my daughter last weekend. She's doing wonderful. I thank God for that. I thank God that there's a possibility for peace in my heart and in my mind. I say, let there be peace in my beloved daughter. Let there be peace in our families, in our country. You sing about it every week here, my friends. But sometimes you can do something over and over again and it becomes a bit rote. So I invite you to close your eyes for just a moment and take this in as I share with you the familiar lyrics of the song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let it begin with me, dear Unity on the Bay. Let it begin with you. Let it begin with us. It's simple, really, but it must be deliberate and it must be consciousness. I believe in you. I know this spiritual community. I know the 100-year-old history that we hold here in Miami. And I know that is the only way to move ourselves out of a troubled and challenged and warring world into the rich potential that awaits for us as we remember who we are and as we let our light shine. God bless you for the role that you have accepted in this mission, my friends. I know you're all spiritual pioneers in this room, and I know that you will succeed in being the agents through which peace becomes a reality, dare I say, within our lifetimes. God bless you.
Your love is higher than the stars, declaring who you are. Your love, uncontainable. Your love is deep enough to reach the deepest part of me. Your love, uncontainable. Your love, nothing, no, nothing can change your love. Nothing, no, nothing can change your love. Nothing, no, nothing can change your love. Nothing, no, nothing can change your love.
Okay, so Reverend Chris has this incredible way of saying this and making it like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And thank you so much. Can we have another round of applause, please, Reverend Chris, for being here and for doing that again. Hello, stop thinking. There's peace in here. It's already here. And then you just have this amazing way of making everything that looks so big, so simple, so that we can move forward with that and with our peace and finding our peace and knowing that we have it. And you are with us all the time, Reverend Chris. And thank you so much again for being here. We love you. And with that, it's time to put the law of circulation into action. When you give, you keep the energy moving for yourself and for our spiritual community. Your support isn't about money. It's about showing up. It's about staying connected. It's about helping the place that feeds your spirit continue to thrive. So our text giving information is on the screen behind me here. And if you're at home, it is there for you now. You can give via text or on our Unity app. Or if you're in the room with us and you need an envelope, just go ahead and raise your hand and someone will come around to give you that. And we'll give you a few moments in sacred silence to give in gratitude this morning. And we thank you so much for your gift. Together, let's bless these gifts. Divine love that I am blesses all that I have and all that I receive. And let's keep those blessings going. Let's rub our hands together. Let's think of our children in the kids zone, the kids at home, the kids here in the room. And together we say, children, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you, and we see you doing great things. Amen. And prayer chaplains, come on down. After we conclude today, you can find a prayer chaplain to pray with. They are wearing purple name tags, so you can identify them. And you're also free to leave a prayer intention at our prayer table on the way out. Or, yay, if you are at home and online and want to pray with a prayer chaplain, you can do that via Zoom. So look for the QR code on your screen right now or the link in the comments section. And now, Reverend Juan, tell us about what we will not think this week.
So, okay. Well, it's a beautiful thing that we have shared this time together with Reverend Chris. And Reverend Chris, I'm going to invite you to come up here so that you can join us as we sing that song that you invited us to live more fully. But before that, I want to ask you to take a moment, take a breath. Just feel your heart and ask yourself, what have I experienced this morning? Was it love? Was it faith? Was it grace? Was it joy? Was it peace? Now take another breath and ask yourself, who in my life would I love to have experienced that which I experienced today? Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if Spirit brought up a name or a face as I asked that question, I think your growth work is to call them this week and invite them to join us at Unity on the Bay and to be a part of the Holy Week experience. Yes? Because we really want to just grow this energy. We want to grow this consciousness. It was amazing. We had over 150 people at our groundbreaking. It was standing room only. And I said to everybody there, that's the vision. The vision is that we all get filled, that we all go deeper, that we all get anchored even more fully in God, and that we bring more people along into that. And so you are a part of making that happen, and Holy Week is a great time to invite people to join you at this. So with that, again, I won't tell you what to do, but I believe that Reverend Chris's inspiration told you. So please stand so that we can speak our prayer for protection, and we'll follow that together with the peace song that we shall embody. Together, the light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We are divine. Thank you, Chris.